Hey folks, welcome back to the Trinity Episcopal Church YouTube Bible Study. I'm Jimmy Abbott, the priest here at Trinity, and today we're going to look at Acts chapter 2, verses 1 through 21. It's the story that we always read on the Feast of Pentecost. This is one of the 7 principal feast days of the church year, and really just a great day in the church. It's the day that we remember and celebrate that the Holy Spirit came upon the disciples, empowering them with this life-giving spirit to go out and preach the good news of Jesus Christ to all people. And the idea of all people being accepted into the household of God is embedded right there in the passage. We'll get this whole list of people who are there from across the ancient world in Jerusalem on the day of Pentecost when they hear the disciples preaching and speaking in tongues so that everyone can hear in their own native language. Indeed, the grace of God, that God's idea of God's family, of God's church, is bigger than any human boundary or distinction. Now, one just sort of thing that I want to mention here, of course, it's not that the Holy Spirit didn't exist before this, or that the Holy Spirit was just in heaven and is only now at the Feast of Pentecost coming upon the disciples. No, as good Trinitarian Christians, we say that Father, Son, and Holy Spirit have always been 3 persons in one God from before all time and even beyond the end of the ages. This is just, I think, an instance for us humans living in this time to experience the Holy Spirit in that way. So just to remind us to be good Trinitarian Christians, that it's not as if there was the Father's period and then the period for the Son and then the period for the Spirit. No, all 3 living and abiding simultaneously because there are 3 persons in one God. I've talked about this before, but I think the best way for me to wrap my mind around the Trinity is to think of it as a place setting. Think of it, you have your cup, your fork, your plate, your knife, your spoon, your napkin. Any one of those, if any one of those is taken out of the place setting, it ceases to become a complete place setting. And if you try to sell one of those, say in an antique store, if you just go into an antique store and say, I just want to buy the saucer, they won't let you buy just the saucer. You have to get the whole package. I think that is the best way for us to wrap our minds around the idea of the Trinity, that they are separate parts, they're all different, but they come in one combined package. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, a trinity of persons in a unity of being, and that is what we are celebrating today at Pentecost. We'd love to hear some of your thoughts on the Trinity, or if you have any other great metaphors or images for us to work through on the doctrine of the Holy Trinity. Y'all have a good day.